Hey, what's up, guys, man? I hope y'all can hear me. So I'm doing this at one of my favorite coffee spots, which is the Dunkin' here in Dallas. And so I hope the music's not too loud, and I hope that you guys can hear me without me having to yell. So what's up to everybody, man? So if you read this title and you're jumping in on the show, first of all, welcome to the show. For everybody that's new, thank you for hitting subscribe. Thanks for joining the channel. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. And for everybody who leaves the well-constructed comments, look, I really appreciate it. And I try to get to as many Q&A as I can. I try to reply back as much as I can, right? And also to everybody who's purchased the course, the Moving Success Masterclass, thank you so much. For everyone who's about to purchase the course, thank you so much. And for a bonus, if you guys get the course right now, anywhere between now and I think November the 4th, I think that's Sunday or whatever Sunday is, right? If you get it between now and Sunday, you're gonna get some mentorship, some personal one-on-one mentorship from me. And that's huge because it's worth the cost of admission. Even that, just learning the things that I know about business and what makes business successful, how that I can be here in the middle of the day enjoying my day and my business still makes money. And in fact, I'm not even working today and the company's still making money. So all I do is text to be, all I do is use the office phone to get the information I need. And that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much it, guys. 76039. And that's pretty much it. So give me a second, guys. So just hitting my office up, make sure everything's good. But this is how I want you guys to live. This is the things I want you to be able to do, to where you don't have to be in the office all the time, and your business still makes money because it does not rely on you fully. So it's getting kind of loud in here, so just bear with me. Give me a 1 in the comments if you can hear me well enough. That's perfect. Also, drop your business name. Let us know where you guys are working at, what areas you're covering. What's your business name? What if I want to get in touch with somebody in that area? We can potentially network and bring you some money, bring you some business. So if you read the headline today, oh no, I got a bad review. So I get that a lot with a lot of my students and a lot of the guys that I mentor, and girls too. I get that a lot where the business initially just right out the gate got a bad review, or it could be like somewhere down the line and you've been having a lot of success, but then all of a sudden one day you don't have a bad day and you get a review. So me personally, I hate reviews. I hate that customers can leave reviews because reviews have too much power, I think. So drop a thumbs up if you agree that the review process has too much leverage over your business. The review process doesn't favor your business. It favors the customer, and I'll prove it to you. Because for every customer that looks at your reviews and say, hey, I called you because you had great reviews, number one is probably going to be maybe 4 or 5 out of 10 that'll do that. Most customers, I'll let you in on a little secret, most customers are not going to read your positive reviews. They're just not. They're going to read your negative reviews because people like bad news. It's human nature. They're going to read your negative reviews. They want to know how bad you did, especially if you have 100 5 stars and 2 1 stars. Their eyes are going to be drawn to the 1 stars because those are the ones who stand out. You got all these 5 stars, they just mesh together and they look fine, but they're going to look for that flaw. So customers are going to look for that flaw and say, what are you doing wrong? You can't be perfect. What are you doing wrong? That's just human nature. So they're going to look for that flaw and find out, what are you doing wrong? And they're just going to do that, right? So when they start looking at that, they'll start reading the bad things about your business. That's why I always advise my students and everyone that I mentor that, hey, look, it's okay every once in a while to let a 2 or 3 star get in there. Because what it does is it legitimizes the 5 stars. So your 5 stars, people know you're not perfect. So as soon as they see that you're perfect, they're going to automatically assume I'm being lied to. Fake reviews. Customers are not stupid, right? But when they see, oh, he's got some 3 stars in there, some 2 stars, okay, good shit. Okay, then they're going to say, hey, all right, this could be accurate then. Okay, I trust this company because I know they're not perfect, and the reviews are telling me they're not perfect. So the next thing the customer is going to do is say, now let me read through these reviews. Let me go through these reviews and see what they have. And they'll go through and they'll see a few bad reviews. So you got 100 5 stars and 3 2 stars, right? So they're going to go through and look at the 2 stars and go, all right, what are these 2 stars saying? And then the 2 stars going to say may say something along the lines of the guys were late arriving. Okay, the customer can forgive you for that. That's not the end of the world. There's traffic. All right. Everybody can't be on time, right? So they're not going to trip about that. Then they're going to go to the other one, the next 2 or 3 star, and it's going to say, one of the guys smell like smoke. Okay, guys smoke, right? So the customer can forgive you for that, right? And they'll go to the last one, and it may say something along the lines of, broke one of my glasses, broke a dish, whatever, right? And customers, again, they can forgive you for that because mistakes are made. But what that does is it does not prevent them from calling you because all of these things are forgivable, right? What you don't want is you don't want unforgivable offenses. And I've had them whenever I first started my business. I've had it where guys committed unforgivable expenses. I'm thinking about spending money. Unforgivable accidents, I guess. I just call them incidents, right? Where guys were stealing out of a customer house, right? I had an episode where one of my guys stole a customer's child's video game. I know, sad, right? I had an incident where one of the guys stole cash money out of a customer's house. Now, one went on to, and this was when I was first starting out, one went on to my my Google page, my Yelp page, and guess what it did? Destroyed it. I cannot recover from that comment because when you bring somebody into your house like to do business with you, the first thing that's gotta go through your mind is, or the first thing that's gonna go through the customer's mind when they see you is, are they trustworthy? So the customer's gonna build a profile of you as soon as you arrive. So the customer's gonna measure you up, right? And be like, all right. Might have to keep an eye on this guy. Hey, don't leave out the house with these guys here. Or these guys are good, they're good to go. I don't even have to be here as much. I'll be moving some other things around and I'll turn them loose to do what they need to do. So the customers actually think like this. And they think like this when it comes to moving their content, moving their material. So my main thing is you have to be trustworthy with these customers, right? Also, big key right here. For a lot of you, whenever you do get bad reviews, because you will, I'm not going to sit here and tell you you will never get a bad review. I will be lying to you straight up. And I'm not a guy that's just going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you straight up, every once in a while, you're going to get a bad review. And also, I'll tell you straight up, every once in a while, that's not a bad thing. Right? So you just want to have, for every bad review you get, you want to have 25 good reviews. You want to be 25 to 1. Now, you don't want the devastating reviews. You don't want guys stealing, guys smell like weed, right? They can deal with cigarettes. If the customer's not a smoker, a weed smoker, they don't want that, right? Guys on the phone talking to family and friends, they don't like that because they're paying you, right? But if you can avoid guys stealing, that's probably the biggest one. Being disrespectful. I had a guy that was working with me, and he swore up and down he was like great with customer service. And I'm on the phone with the customer because the customer called the office, and he doesn't know I'm on the phone with the customer. And then he comes into the room screaming at the customer, cursing out the customer, and straight up want to fight. The customer was scared. I was scared for the customer. These are the kind of disasters that you can run into potentially in the business. So I'm giving you both sides. I'm giving you the good side and the bad side because I like to practice crashing. so that I can know how to survive it when I do crash, right? Because I expect it. And when you're in a business like this where you got all these different people working for you, or all these different customers you're dealing with, hey, these personalities, they won't always mesh. And so I get on here and I give you the real deal that, hey, every once in a while, it's going to be some drama. Every once in a while, hey, it's going to be some trouble. So what I want you to know is it's not the end of the world. Now, if a customer puts, hey, they stole from me, that could ruin your business. So you got a couple options then. You could, because I wouldn't respond, I always tell you to respond online to the customer. If they give you some negative feedback, always come out and always just say thank you. Don't get into the idea of accepting responsibility. Just say something along the lines of, hey, thank you for your feedback. We really appreciate it. Going to work hard to do much better. Thank you. We appreciate your business. Just lift the customer up. I don't teach anybody to get on there and start apologizing, because if I apologize, I'm guilty. So I don't teach you to be guilty, even though I might be guilty. I'm not going to put that idea into the person who's reading the reviews head, right? My future customer, I'm not going to put that idea that I'm guilty in their head. So we're going to jump on there and just say, hey, listen, thank you for moving us. We really appreciate your business. Thanks for letting us move you. Really appreciate your business. And we look forward to getting you moved again. Right? I'll just say something like that and leave it at that, because I'm not going to accept responsibility on that platform. Now, and the reason I'm not, and I know they teach you guys to always accept responsibility. I'm not telling you I'm denying responsibility, because I'm not on there arguing with this person saying we didn't do this. I'm just coming on and saying, overlooking all of that and just saying thank you for letting us service you. That's it. Because I don't want anyone reading a back and forth. Can you imagine you come on and say, hey, just want, we accept responsibility, we're wrong. Well, the customer now has you, pardon my French, they have you by the balls, so they can leverage that review against you, right? So they can contact you or put something on there, and you might have to reach out to them and give them money back. Now, all this is after the fact, and it's almost too late. But what I would do, if that bad review popped up, the first thing I would do before I commented on there, I would reach out to the customer and try to work out a deal to get it removed. That's what I would do. Even if the deal is to give them half of their money back. Hell, all their money back. Even if that's the deal and I lose money by paying my guys and I made no money, I lost money, but because I gave the customer all of their money back. I don't care if it was a $1,000 job and you're like, Sean John, why would I give back $1,000? Bro, you can keep the $1,000. Listen to this logic. You can keep the $1,000 and she'll keep that review on there. And that review is going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars. It may put you out of business. I'd rather pay the $1,000 and lose money and make that $1,000 up to get them to remove that review. That's what I would do. So I call them back. Hey, look, just want to apologize. Our guys are usually top of the line, but today wasn't one of our best days. And so what we want to do for you, if you don't mind, we want to start over, start fresh. And so obviously we can't come out and move you again, but we want to start fresh with you. So here's what we propose. If you're willing, right? If you're willing, always leave them with the power or the sense of having the power, so that they can feel like they're in control and they didn't give in. Say, listen, Miss Johnson, Mr. Johnson, if you're willing, we'd like to go ahead and start this day over, right? Scratch all of that, start this day completely over. And this is only if the review is devastating, like stealing out of your house or wanting to fight a customer or disrespecting a customer or anything really, really bad that you can't recover from. And the bad ones, I mean, like devastating is when a customer has that, a customer is never going to overlook that particular review to call you. Your phone's going to stop. You may as well turn it off. It's not going to ring. So when you get these devastating reviews, I'm jumping on there and I'm calling them, and I don't care if it's a one-man show. I'm the regional manager of the business, or I'm the owner of the business. I'll give you the top person's going to reach out to you, not even the workers. I'm going to reach out to you personally. And, hey, listen, Just wanted you to know how sorry we felt, because you can apologize in person, that's fine. I just don't want you to do it, accept responsibility online, because you can't get rid of that. And it makes you look bad, it makes you look guilty. I'm not telling you to plead guilty. I'm just telling, and I'm not telling you to plead innocent. I'm just telling you to not plead. Does that make sense, guys? Drop a 3 in the box. I like threes. Drop a 3 in the box if that makes sense. I'm just telling you to not plead guilty, not plead innocent, just not plead at all. Right? Does that make sense? And just thank the customer, lift the customer up on your review. So at least those who look at it say, hey, these guys kept it really professional even after that ugly review. And so that's what I would do. Also, when you call about that $1,000 you don't want to give back because you need it, I know you do, but listen, you're going to make that back, right? If you leave it up there, you're not going to make it back. Your business is going to be in trouble. And so all that work you put in is going to go to waste. And so reach out to the customer, say, hey, listen, just want to go ahead and start over fresh. If you don't mind, let's just take a deep breath and start this thing anew. I'm the company's owner, blah, blah, blah. And I want to make things right with you, because it's our goal to perform at the highest level on each job. But even though we work very hard to accomplish that, we can't always guarantee it. Just being realistic. And today was not one of our best days. So we want to make it up to you. See, now I'm accepting responsibility by telling the customer, hey, we love you. We so apologize. I just want to make it up to you. Can I make you smile? Can I make you happy today? How about that? And say, here's what we decided. We decided that it's worth it, because of the experience that you had today. It's completely worth it that our company make no money off of you, and that we refund your entire amount. And the customer is going to say, wait a minute, so you're not just offering half and keep my money? That's what's going to go through their mind. Because if you offer half, they're going to go, okay, so half for a half-ass job you did, I guess, right? Or damn, you're still going to keep some of my money after you did that? After one of your guys was stealing out of my house? No. I would say, hey, we don't want any of your money, because we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We didn't maintain a level of high professionalism, and we just didn't perform at the level that we're used to. And so because we let you down, we don't even feel like it's right to take anything from you. We don't deserve your money. And see, I'm just pouring the guilt on and trying to establish pity in the mind of the customers, right? Hey, listen, I built this business from ground up. I worked hard to get it to where it is. But sometimes we swing with certain guys we put out, and sometimes we miss. We don't have success. So we want to make it up to you, right? And we're not gonna keep any of your money. We're gonna completely refund it to you, because based on the review you left, we understand how you feel, and we just want to make it right. And say that, right? Now, and also say this, because you don't want to give the money back and the customer don't take the review. The money is for the review. Don't get it twisted. You're buying back that review. Yes, I said that. You're buying back that review, and you better believe it. Now, you got to make sure the customer's willing to take it down, right? So you're not going to give money right away. You're going to, because the customer's leveraging the review against you, so you have to leverage the money against the customer. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Both ways. So the customer leveraged that review to bring you down. Now you got to take the money and leverage it back against the customer to get the review brought down, right? So you're going to call, and it may not be $1,000, maybe less, but I'm just saying, be willing to give it all back. So now you gotta contact the customer, talk to the customer, and say, hey, listen, we don't deserve the money because of the poor job that we did today, but we want to make it up to you, because we hope to be able to service you in the future. And whenever you buy that new house, keep them laughing, keep them smiling, keep the energy positive, right? No bad things. Don't dish your guys. Don't get into any of that. Just say, hey, look, we normally perform at a high level, and today wasn't one of those days, right? And that's it. Accept all responsibility on that call, right? That's all you got to do. And say, so what we want to do is we want to give you $1,000 back, because personally we feel like we don't deserve it and we didn't do a good job, right? And we want to make things right with you, right? We read your review. Let them know that you know about the review. That's why you're saying this. So we read your review. It meant a lot to us. Some of the guys in the office even teared up, because we know. Just build a story, man. Just build a story. Some of the guys in the office teared up. And because that's not the image we want to give. That's not the business we want to build, right? And some of the leaders in the office, man, they were very sad. And so we just wanted to call out to you personally and reach out to you and get this fixed, right? And so one thing you could do is say, listen, Miss Johnson, if you don't mind, I have a question for you. I know we didn't perform at a high level today. We usually try to. You've seen our reviews. They're usually really good. And today wasn't one of those days for whatever reason. And we take full responsibility for that. So let me ask you a question, right? Because we want to make this day your best day. So let's start it over right now, you and I. And let me ask you this. What can we do to make your day better right now? So ask that before you offer the money. The reason you ask that is because they'll tell you what to make them happy. So let them tell you. It may not be the money. It may be something else. It may be just an apology. Who knows, right? So you don't want to offer the money up front. But worst case scenario, hey, give the money back in exchange for the review. And you're probably thinking, all right, well, how do I go about asking them to take the review down for the money? Listen, the customer's not stupid. They already know. So all you're going to do is say, listen, here's what we're willing to do to make it right. We want to start your day over, and at the same time, we want to start our day over. So can we both start new, both start fresh? Now, what you're telling the customer is, can you go take that BS down? Because we want to start fresh. Give us a chance because we want to give you a new chance. We deserve a new chance too. Give us a new chance. And the customer's going to be like, all right, I know what they want. It's about the review. That's why I mentioned the review earlier. Hey, we read your review. Some of the guys in the office were tearing up because it's just not the business model that we want to put out, right? The business image. So the customer knows you're talking about this review. That's why this call is happening. They're not stupid. And so you're going to say, what can we do to make it right for you? And the customer's going to tell you. And if that doesn't work, then, or you feel like you need to do more to get that review, right? Then just say, hey, listen, by the way, if you don't mind, we'd like to send all of your money back. Always say if you don't mind, because that way the customer understands that you're doing this for them. Because you could say, hey, I'm going to send the money back to you. And that's one thing. Or you say, listen, Ms. Johnson, if you don't mind. And now that puts them in a mood of, you know what, I don't mind, I forgive y'all. I forgive y'all. All right, so that puts in the mood where, hey, look, you guys made a mistake, I forgive you, okay? And that's where you want them to be, right? You're training the customer. People are who you tell them to be. I'm telling you the truth. I could get on here and read your palm and say, hey, I could tell that you're a very kind person, you're willing to go that extra mile. And then your mind will start thinking of times you're willing to be nice and go the extra mile. At the same time, I could tell you, hey, you're a good person, but if they push you, you'll cross the line, right? And then your mind will start giving you situations where you cross the line. And you'll agree either way, because people are who you tell them to be. So you got to coach them, right? So do that. Get that review down, because it's going to cost you business. And so if that doesn't work, where they can't think of anything that'll work it out and make them feel better, hey, how about this? Would you mind if we gave you your money back? Because we just don't feel right taking it from you, right? And always accept the blame, right? And so we don't feel right taking it. So what we want to do is we want to give you a fresh start, and we would like a fresh start as well. So what we'd like to do is give you your money back, right? We'd like to send it back. Is that okay with you if we sent all your money back to you? Yes, absolutely. I do appreciate it. Absolutely. And so also, Ms. Johnson, we would like a fresh start too. So what we would like to do is, if you're willing to go ahead and take that review down, because you got to be straight up. You don't want to give the money back and the review stays up. So Ms. Johnson, also, we would like a fresh start too. And let them know what it's about. It's just a fresh start for us too. We gave you your fresh start. Give us ours, right? It's just reciprocation. So, and if you don't mind, Ms. Johnson, we'd like a fresh start as well. So not only are we going to send the money back to you, but we would really appreciate it, said that way, that we would really appreciate it if you went to our review page and took down the review, right? That's it. We'd appreciate it. Just say, hey, we'd appreciate it if you went back to that review page and took that review down. We'd really appreciate it within the next 24 hours. Give them a time frame so you get that done, because it's costing you money within the next 24 hours. So if we can make that agreement in the next 24 hours, we'll both start brand new. Our company's going to start over. Your day is going to start over. How about that? Right? So now the customer got a free move, and they feel good, and they're happy. They're feeling good. They got all their money back, because the real thing was you know, the bad review came because they spent money on bad service. So now you accepted the blame for the bad service, but they didn't spend any money now because you gave it back to them. But that's only if you have to. The first thing would be, what can we do to help to make it right? Always say to make it right, right? To make it right. What can we do to make it right? And that's all you guys want to do. So anyway, for everyone who's new to the channel, hit thumbs up, hit subscribe. For everyone who's back on the channel and subscribed in the past couple weeks, because we've been moving quickly with subscribers, I really appreciate it. And for everyone who's bought the course, thank you so much. And the course is going to go up to where it belongs. It really should be nothing less than $1,500. That course is going to go up big time. Right now, it's not even $300. Go get the course. It's going to change your life. It's about 3 hours, Moving Success Masterclass. It's going to change your business. If you think I just gave you good information here today, drop a thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, drop a 1 in the comments, and let me know if this helps. Let me know if this is great advice. And if you think I gave you something today, you ain't seen nothing yet. When you get the course, I'm going to change your entire business. You'll never look at your business the same. So for everyone that's going to buy a course between now and Monday, listen up. You're going to get one-on-one mentorship from me. All right? It's part of the coaching just for the next 5 or 6 days, right? So go ahead and grab that course. The link is in the comments, and I'll see you.